I want to ask everyone who has ever been captivated by the sport of soccer a question. What if you could be the first to discover a diamond in the rough, a future star who will electrify the world in a few years from among the millions of unknown young players scattered across the globe? What if you could become the first discoverer of that talent and own their potential in a digital form, etched onto the blockchain? And what if that player's real-world growth, every single goal, and every single victory, directly translated into the growth of your own digital assets? Are you interested in a dreamlike experience such as this? Once, this was a sacred realm, accessible only to a select few professional scouts and agents. But now, the evolution of technology is prying open that tightly sealed door for all fans to enter. The place created to make this experience a reality, the very heartbeat of the Blockchainsports (BCS) ecosystem, is the arena, and this article will explain it in thorough detail. In previous articles, we have learned about the grand vision of BCS and the importance of the ATLA token, the lifeblood of its economy. However, all of that was merely preparation for taking the stage in the arena. By the time you finish reading this article, you will understand everything: what kind of place the arena is, who you can become there, and what you can gain. This is not merely a marketplace guide. It is the most detailed handbook for you to begin a new career as a scout and make your mark on sports history. What is the arena? First, let's define the essence of the arena. The arena is the one and only official marketplace where you can discover, acquire, and trade the digital twin NFTs of talented young soccer players scouted from around the world using BCS's proprietary AI technology and real-world development network. Hearing this definition, some of you might be thinking, oh, just another NFT marketplace. You should cast that thought aside immediately. The arena is fundamentally different from any existing platform we know. For example, on OpenSea, the world's largest NFT marketplace, the assets traded are primarily static, such as digital art and collectibles. Once an artwork is created, it does not change. Its value fluctuates externally, based on the artist's popularity or speculative market demand. But the arena does not deal in such static assets. The arena is a place that handles living digital assets, assets that are intrinsically linked to real human beings, that grow day by day, and whose value changes internally based on their performance. In a sense, the arena could be called a stock exchange for player talent, or a next-generation, real-world linked fantasy sport where your scouting and development skills are put to the test. Here, the future potential of players is priced and traded daily, using the ATLA token as the measure. What you need to operate in this futuristic market is surprisingly simple. The first is the currency, the ATLA token. This is your essential ticket to participate. The second, and more important, is your eye for talent. While the arena provides players with objective data analyzed by AI, no one can predict with 100% certainty which player will become a star. Mental fortitude, growth potential, and tactical understanding, qualities that don't appear in the data. Your ability as a scout to see these qualities and bet on their future value is the ultimate key to success. The arena is an exciting frontier where technology and human intuition intersect. Your success story in the arena. So, once you step into the arena, what activities will lead you to success? The path is a story you write for yourself. The story begins with discovery, moves through ownership to development, and eventually reaches a climax of competition and earnings. Every story begins with the step of discovery. When you open the doors to the arena, a list of young players with limitless potential, still unknown to the world, unfolds before you. They are all genuine diamonds in the rough, identified by BCS's acclaimed AI scouting technology, ATLA, and its network of real-world development academies in Brazil. Your career as a scout begins by carefully examining their profiles. The arena provides a wealth of information to support your scouting, including not only basic data like the player's photo, name, age, nationality, preferred foot, and position, but also detailed performance parameters objectively analyzed by ATLA. For example, metrics like pace, shooting, and dribbling are quantified, allowing you to grasp a player's characteristics at a glance. Furthermore, the AI's prediction of their future growth potential and highlight videos of their actual play will be crucial information to aid your judgment. Analyzing this information comprehensively and trusting your instinct when it tells you, this player is going to be special, is one of the greatest joys the arena offers and the starting point of all success. Suppose that from among the countless prospects, you find a player you truly want to support, whose growth story you wish to witness firsthand. The next step is to become that talent's first supporter and to own them. Using ATLA tokens, you acquire the player's digital twin NFT through auctions or at a fixed price. The act of clicking that purchase button is not a mere transaction for digital data. At that moment, you are permanently certified on the ATLA network blockchain as the player's official digital owner. This is the beginning of a whole new relationship between a fan and a player. You become one of the most important partners, directly supporting the player's career from its earliest stages. The ATLA tokens you pay will, in turn, be used to improve the real player's training environment and to develop the entire ecosystem. Your act of ownership directly shapes the future of soccer. Once you acquire a digital athlete's NFT, the story moves to the next phase, development. You are not just a collector who holds the acquired player. You take on the role of a coach who will further refine that talent. You will have the digital twin join your academy, which you own on the platform, and create a development plan to foster their growth. Your academy has various facilities, such as training grounds and tactical rooms, and by using ATLA tokens to upgrade them, you can develop the player's abilities even more efficiently. Which skills to focus on, what play style to instill. Your development policy will greatly influence the digital twin's growth. Through this active process, you will cultivate a deeper affection for and understanding of the player, and you will have the strategic and rewarding experience of increasing the NFT's value with your own efforts. And the story culminates in the final step of competition and earnings, where you prove the value of the player you have discovered, owned, and developed, and receive concrete returns. The arena offers two main paths for this. The first is to succeed as a manager. You form the strongest team with the players you've developed and participate in various tournaments and leagues held on the platform. Winning these competitions will earn you a large amount of ATLA tokens as a reward. The second path is to succeed as a trader. If the value of the player you discovered and nurtured is recognized in the market, you can sell the NFT to other users in the arena and make a profit. It is the moment when your scouting and development skills materialize into a direct financial return. By repeating these 4 steps, you will build your very own success story within the arena. The essential value of arena's NFTs. By now, you should be starting to understand just how unique the arena is. The essential value that sets the digital athlete NFTs traded in the arena apart from other common NFT projects is supported by 3 powerful elements. First, its value is supported by a complete link to reality. This is the greatest source of value for arena's NFTs. The value of a typical art NFT is largely swayed by ambiguous and speculative factors like community hype or an influencer's mention. But arena's digital athlete NFTs are different. Even if the entire market is in a downturn, if the player you own scores a goal in a real match and leads their team to victory, the fundamental value of that NFT will rise. This strong link to reality is the source of sustainable value that sets it apart from speculative bubbles. Next in importance is its clear utility within the ecosystem. While many NFT projects can only offer a vague hope that it might be worth more someday, arena's NFTs have clear utility. This NFT is not just a digital picture or card. It serves as a passport or a key to participate in all the games, events, and metaverse spaces that BCS will offer in the future. Clear incentives are designed for holding it, such as exclusive tournaments that only NFT holders can enter or events where only NFT owners can interact with players. This provides a powerful answer to the question, why should I continue to hold this NFT? And finally, guaranteeing its value is true ownership via blockchain. Your digital athlete NFT is recorded on the Adelta network, a public blockchain. This means your ownership is not stored on a single company's server but is mathematically proven by a globally distributed network. Even in the unlikely event that the BCS company ceases operations, as long as the blockchain exists, your NFT will not disappear. The risk of your assets suddenly being lost due to the convenience of a centralized company is extremely low. This is the core of true digital ownership in the Web3 era. Conclusion. In this article, we have taken a deep dive into the arena, the heartbeat of the blockchain sports ecosystem, from its concept to its specific activities and essential value. The arena is where talent discovered by AI, Adelta Scan, and in the real world, development academies, is imbued with value in the form of digital athlete NFTs, energized by the economic lifeblood of the ATLA token, and has a fateful encounter with passionate fans. It is truly the heart where the entire energy of the BCS ecosystem is generated and circulated. After reading this article, you are no longer just a spectator watching from the stands. You are a participant of the future, qualified to step into the arena. In the arena, you are a scout who discovers the future, a coach who nurtures talent, and an owner who shares in success. New chapters in sports history always begin with someone's challenge. Just as an unknown player rises to stardom, you too have the potential to build your own success story in this new world. Are you ready? The first step is to prepare the ATLA tokens that will fund your adventure. The most basic way to do this is to use the official platform, Boostyfi. The detailed procedure is explained in another article, so please refer to that. And once you are ready, it's finally time to access the official arena website, connect your wallet, and begin your epic story. The future stars of tomorrow are waiting for your arrival in the grand theater that is the arena.